See if it comes up.
We are live. Wow.
Hello.
Hi everybody, and
Welcome to Reseller.
Chinwag.
Chinwag?
It is Chinwag.
Yeah.
Reseller Chinwag 35.
Yes.
Um,
Mobile edition.
Mobile. I think it's 35 actually. But,
We think it is.
Hi to Will You Take Less and Jason Entwistle. Hi
Yeah,
guys,
it's
thank you for
35.
being. Yeah,
35.
we're sorry we didn't actually get a chance to do like a.
Let me just
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get the channel
I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to put this up earlier.
Yes.
But yeah, hi to Sib K as well, Happy Chap, Tactical Bite as well, Ryan Fitness Life as well, the car chat.
Evening,
yes,
evening.
yeah. Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Well, as you can see, Jason says out and about with the Maliks. Yeah, the car chat. Hi guys, says Malinky.
Hello.
You look misty to me.
It might be.
Is it? Oh, that might have been it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Is that better?
Yeah, because I think I don't know.
That was
Maybe
down.
I don't know. Hi Zahir, Sanded and Vex. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully it looks okay. It might not look great.
Yeah.
It's steamy. It might be. It might be because of the mugginess. Do you know
Do
what
you
it
want
is?
to open up the
We
window?
have found. Okay, we have found a spot that. Okay, we found a spot, but we're worried that someone might come and like ask us for sex or something because it's.
You shouldn't say that.
Okay, I know, but it's just weird. Like, yeah, then look. As soon as, so basically, we thought we'd find somewhere quiet so we could do the chat.
Exactly.
You might be able to hear that
We're-
motorbike now.
We're
but,
actually.
in a viewpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
We're
view.
not at home.
No, we're
clearly.
not at home. We're actually down south, guys. So
yeah. So we're
yeah,
visiting family.
we came over to visit our family. So
But the house is too noisy for us to do a live chat.
yeah, Darren says he's taking us to KFC. No, so yeah, Happy Jab says yeah, sure, worried. Yeah, no.
You should be so lucky. Ooh.
Well, we're worried because it's that I don't know. I'm gonna do the window up as well. Actually, I don't
No,
want
because
to.
then it might get steamy in here, and then that would look really suspect.
Does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd
But,
rather
okay.
have a li-
Well,
just have a
tiny
little
bit,
gap,
tiny bit.
little
Okay.
gap.
I'll
There
turn.
we
I'm
go.
gonna turn the key off as well because I don't
Yeah.
want the car to die. But yeah, we're
Yeah,
we're
so-
down south.
We are.
We came down to visit family. It's something we've been wanting to do for a while. It's been ages since we've been.
Yes.
It's been really great to have seen family as well.
And Zahir's had lots and lots of fried chicken.
I've eaten tons of chicken. I had like Morley's twice.
Yes.
Yesterday, I think.
And KFC as well.
And KFC in one day. I've really overdosed
Yeah.
in chicken.
Oh, Nick and... Yeah, Nick's jumped
Yeah.
into the chat. Hello, Nick.
Hi guys, yeah. So I think Jennifer says hi. I'm about to restart reselling and I've been watching you guys, getting tips. Thanks for the info. Finally caught you for a live chat. Oh wow!
Oh, and it's the mobile
And it's
edition.
the mobile edition. We should have put that in the title. It's the mobile edition. But anyway, we came down. We have had an eventful week.
Oh, we have indeed. Shall we start with
What
the
happened?
sales? Clearly,
Yeah.
they haven't been that great. We've put our shops on a 5-day handling time. We haven't put them on holiday mode.
Yeah.
We've just
Yeah. We just changed the handling time of
Yeah.
our store when we
Were you
came down.
laughing at her?
Yeah, I mean, David McGregor says, what did you tell the family that you were going to the car for a YouTube live stream?
We did.
Pretty much, yes. We said, we do a chat.
We do a live chat every Friday.
Yeah.
And
They
we don't
did-
really want to miss one.
They did look a bit confused and thought, okay, maybe they're just doing it for an excuse to get out of the house.
Exactly,
But we are doing a
exactly.
live stream. Yeah, they know that we do like a weekly live stream. We hope they don't watch
They
because
do,
it just the
they
thought of
do.
it makes me cringe if they watch. But
probably
they probably might do.
do.
I don't know. But anyway, we have had a crazy week this week.
Yeah.
We were planning to come down on Wednesday.
Yes.
And we had just after I finished the tat chat with Nick on Tuesday, the very evening, me and Beck were in the kitchen,
we were just washing
just
up from
doing
dinner.
washing up from dinner and stuff, and we started seeing water coming down the back of the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
The hood, the extractor fan
Yeah,
hood.
where the extractor fan was, and it wasn't just a little dribble. It was like
pouring down like
gush.
a water feature.
Yeah.
And we ran into the living room. We could see water coming down the walls through the
Through
light fixtures.
Yeah.
We had you could hear it, and we ran upstairs
Yeah.
and we saw
Yeah.
we checked the bath, make sure the bath wasn't overflowing, and it turns out that one of the sinks had like a problem, like there was some kind of issue, something had rotten, and there was water everywhere. By the time we found the stop clock or stopcock, is it called?
I don't know. I call it a stop
clock.
Clock.
I think it's stopcock. I'm not sure.
I
But
think so,
we turned it off, and
I just remember shouting down the stairs to you. Can you just turn the water off?
Luckily we, if we had already left to go down south.
I mean, it is.
Oh gosh, it's a stopcock, says Lisa.
I thought so. I always say things wrong anyway, so it was more likely to be a Zaheer's thing than mine.
It was just, it was a nightmare because can you imagine if we had left the house?
Yeah.
And that had happened, we would have been like.
We were really lucky. Well, I say we were really lucky in a sense that we hadn't already left.
Yeah.
Because the amount of water that was coming out of that pipe, it just, I could imagine that if it had been going for like
we
an
could
hour
have had
or
some
two,
serious issues.
Yeah.
I mean, there's serious damage as it stands.
Yeah.
But lucky for us is our landlords literally live across the road. So they whilst we're away, they check in on the house. They're actually feeding the cats and letting them out and in and stuff. So, but so we're really kind of
we're really lucky.
Yeah.
We've
and
got
now
really
they're
good
aware.
landlords,
They're
haven't we? We've got
the
amazing
best
landlords.
and like. Lucky now that they've obviously now on the alert as well, but it got us really worried. I mean, if we'd been out and that had happened, it could have destroyed the house. We could have, all our stock could have gone as well. You have cool landlords; they feed your cat.
They do. They do.
Yes, Nick.
He's actually been mowing our lawn. Power washing our driveway.
Yeah. He messaged us saying, "I've done this. I've done." I was like, "Wow, we didn't even ask for half that."
Yeah,
but
and he's done
so
something
epic.
else. But
I think I saw a message from
amazing.
Darren saying, "Did my waterbed split?" Living
Yeah,
high
that's what
life
it was. Yeah,
with the waterbed. I did also see a comment in there saying, "Have we hit the charity shops?" We have. We have.
And we've got a boot sale lined up for tomorrow as well. So.
Well, tomorrow's our last day.
Yeah, because we're coming back tomorrow, but we can't leave without heading to a boot sale, can we?
Yeah. Malinky says you don't get that down south. Well, we would have liked to have stayed and done till Sunday and done like the full weekend of it.
Yeah.
But the kids have got school.
Yeah, and I didn't want to travel too late with them.
Is really great.
I know. Sorry.
I've got some water here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't want to travel too late with them. Yeah.
Shouldn't have jumped off the wardrobe onto the waterbed. The chat. I'm sorry, guys, but the chat keeps on
Do you want to
vanishing.
do it on my phone?
Yeah,
Because
so
you
if
can
we
actually-
pause that and I can have a look at the chat in here. Oliver Maddox says hi as well. Geronimo, Barry Francis. Yeah, that was Barry that said that. LGG says take them to Morley's as a thank you. I mean, they're just epic, and it's nice in a number of ways because it means that we know that they can pop into the house, check it out, make sure everything's cool. We really do think they're brilliant. Okay. There's a lot of comments about chicken and whatnot, but we did pop into excuses. He just wanted Morley's. We did take you. We did take some time and go to a few of the charity shops.
And one of them is one of our favourites that we used to go to all of the time.
Yeah.
And we've actually bumped
the lady
into a lady
remembered us
today,
and she was
didn't
like,
she?
"Oh, yeah,
she was like, I
been a
haven't seen
while."
you for ages. And we were like, yeah, that's because we moved up north. And she was like, oh, you did it well.
We did, yeah. She wasn't happy that we moved to Lancashire.
No, she wasn't.
Because she's from Hull.
Yeah,
so she would have wanted Yorkshire.
Yeah, she wanted us to go Yorkshire, didn't she?
But yeah, it happens. Are you guys splitting up now when you're at Car Boots to hit twice as much? Ryan,
we do. We there's not very often you'll see us together, unless
at the Car Boots. No, we tend to split up because it just makes more sense. But yeah, we've got some cool pickups.
Can I just answer?
Yeah, sure.
Was it? Oh, I can't remember. Barry
Francis.
Barry Francis, did you warn them about those freaky baby dolls? No.
No.
So he's gonna have a nice surprise when he goes upstairs and sees one sitting on the
one sat on the
desk.
one sat on the desk. So, we're going to start showing you some stuff we picked up then, guys.
So
Southwest Sellers, can I just say Southwest Sellers says natural light is doing wonders for your complexions.
Yeah,
I'm not red
you don't
today.
look red,
I'm not
actually.
red. Yeah. I know.
Right, Gonna start off.
Should have
with
done a
some-
Morley's live stream. LGG's idea. So we're gonna start off. Yeah,
with some clothing. So
Yeah.
I picked these up.
I'll show them. You can talk about them.
They are
Kangol size 10.
Kangol size 10. Kind of like a
Burgundy.
burgundy colour. Skinny jeans. I paid £2.50 for these.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably going to sell them for about, I don't know, 15.
15ish.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll aim for 15.
Yeah.
Whether I get it is another
David
matter.
Moore says live from a car. Yeah.
Yeah, there's other people in the car park over there.
Yeah, there
And
are.
they're probably like sitting there wondering what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Because we're just showing things.
Clothes. Okay, next item. Just grab out of the bag.
Next item is this. Do you want to hold it up?
Z's foundation is working, says Barry. Well, this is a nice dress, yeah.
Yep. It's by ASOS. I think it is another size.
It is black.
10.
It comes across a bit washed out,
It is
but yeah.
black. It's kind of got like this mesh kind of detail to it. I paid £3.50.
£3.50, yeah.
For this, I'm probably going to price it at about £20. But I will put best offer on and accept an offer if I get one. Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep on track of the comments. It's a bit more difficult. Live from a car. New foundation is working. The car is parked next to somebody's washing line, and Bex is pulling them through the window. Yeah, we just
like-
show. We've got, yeah, I mean, we just thought we'd share what we picked up.
Do you want to do
Yeah.
these ones?
These were a couple of pickups I got. This was epic. I got a Crash Bandicoot for £1.50. These are gaining value. This is Wrath of Cortex. It's only platinum, but it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. But this is my favourite find of down south so far. Normally people make a beeline for the DVD section, but I just had as I was walking around, I saw in their glass cabinet they had put Zelda, and as you can see, they're asking £5 for it. I think £5. Yeah, you can see £5, and it's minty. Oh, that's the receipt.
That was the
Yeah,
receipt.
mint inside, manual, both discs, all the paperwork, including unused Nintendo points as well.
Yeah.
So for £5, I was really surprised to see
It was
it
in
there.
their glass cabinet, wasn't it? Oh, you've probably just said that.
Yeah, it was in their glass cabinet. Yeah, that's right. So that was one of the best finds. So
Yeah.
Zelda Wind Waker for the GameCube for £5. I was really over the moon to see that. So that was
Yeah.
one of my favourite
Yeah,
pickup.
that was pretty cool.
Z's new foundation working. It's good to have something different. I look 10 years younger, apparently. Next live from a car boot. I'm going to buy this for £1 from this guy. Little does he know it's worth 45. Let's do the exchange. Yeah, I'm not that brazen. Finn Fashion, Phoebe says, nice frock, Bex. ASOS is a great brand. You'll do well on
Yeah,
that.
do you know what? I've only ever picked it up one time before, and I sold the dress within a week for £20.
Yeah.
So I was really, really happy to see another ASOS.
Can I just say, Barry Francis just said, just stick a sign on your car that says, if this car is rocking, don't come knocking. Okay. And
dear.
Aidan says, be careful you don't flash your interior light. The sky's wink. Yeah.
We'll try not to.
The Hillsman says, yeah, live Chinwag, are we off to KFC? I'm chickened out. I've eaten so much chicken.
Yeah. You'll probably have
Yeah.
another one before we go, though.
And then we've been
You
having
must do.
barbecue in the evening as well,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel says, have you got a cold? I haven't. I've just got like
You've
a
got
sore
really
throat.
sore throat at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah. Jason says, great find, Zelda. Yeah, I was so surprised to see Zelda for £5. I was like, it was pretty epic. I was happy. Nick says, the south is mine, Z. Get back up north. Yeah, I was so surprised to find that. I was just like, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's
You were
just-
so excited.
I
You
was.
didn't even you bought that straight away. So
Yeah, I bought
so
it
was
straight
a
away
case
whilst
of-
she was looking around.
So
like,
it was a
yeah.
case of then you looked around the rest of the shop after you
After I
bought it.
bought it, yeah. I was
It was like,
yeah.
I'm not like going anywhere.
Yeah. I did ask
Yeah.
if they had any more games apart from that,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
Yeah.
Ryan says, how is your feedback coming along on your store, Bex? Hard work when people don't leave feedback.
It's actually going really, really well. I've now got 78 feedback, all positive so far. So it's actually going quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. Lisa says, if you see a strange man hanging around a car in a nappy, rubber pants, sucking a dummy drive, yeah, that we would do that, definitely. Jennifer says, so many jokes in here, but I do have an eBay question. Is it okay to ask? Please
Yeah,
feel
ask
free to
away.
ask any questions. I know the stream can be a little bit haywire, but
Yeah, but ask
yeah,
away.
please ask
We will
away.
try
Yeah,
our best to
yeah,
answer.
yeah. The Hillsman says, yes, on Sunday, let's all jump on a train to Hitchin and raid the charity shops before Nick gets them on Monday. Yeah. Ryan says, what does the landlord say about your income stream? Was it an issue when renting or trying to rent out? Luckily,
No, they were actually
yeah.
pretty impressed with it, weren't they?
If we had gone through an estate agent,
Yeah, they were asking.
they were asking, they were potentially going to ask
6 months up front,
Yeah.
weren't they? They were asking.
yeah, to avoid having to do any credit checks, etc., which would have been a problem when you say that you're selling second-hand goods or whatever. Potentially that could have been a problem, or potentially it might have been a tough sell for them to
Yeah.
their landlords. What they said is, if you can pay 6 months rent up front, that would be fine. We actually got these found these landlords on Facebook, so it was a private agreement. So they met us, we were straight up with them, we showed them our accounts, just to show that that we will be able to bring in an income. Because it's important, because sometimes, well, especially in our case, the landlords can't have anyone that's on housing benefit because of their letting agreement. Invalidates their letting insurance. Yeah, something like that.
So that's why a lot of landlords don't accept
but
it.
we showed them our account, which was a bit kind of, like,
Yeah.
you don't kind of want it a bit cringy,
I mean,
but
they
you
didn't
did.
want us to go
No,
into
they were
that
so
much.
lovely.
They
Yeah.
were like, no,
Yeah,
it's fine, it's fine. And it was like, no, we should show
Yeah.
you, because,
Yeah.
and plus this is their first rental as
Yeah,
well, wasn't it?
so they were really cool,
Yeah.
and they were happy, and we offered to pay them more rent up front.
Yeah, we did.
We actually said to them, we're more than happy to pay you more rent up front, because this is what the estate agent said to us, just so you know.
Exactly.
And they were like, no, just, it's fine, cool, and we've been, they're just fantastic.
Exactly.
And hopefully they're happy with us as well.
Yes.
Okay, what else can we find?
I'm gonna jump back into the
Yeah, I'm going
chat
to jump
and
back
have a
into the
look
chat and
what
see if any questions or anything like that. But yeah, that's a good question, Ryan, though, because it can be an issue if you're renting. Jennifer says, thanks. If I have saved listings as a draft on my personal eBay account, then upgrade my account to shop business account, would I lose my draft listings? I don't know, but I don't
You do
think...
lose your draft listings over a certain amount of time, because
Yeah.
I've had it, and I can't remember.
But I don't know if you'd lose them if you just switched to a pro account.
yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
it's more of a
sure.
time-based
Yeah,
issue.
that's what I was going to say. I think it's more of a time-based when it comes to your drafts, and I can't remember the timescale that I had my drafts saved for, but I remember I had saved drafts and I lost them because I didn't list them in the said amount of time. Which, yeah, I can't remember the amount of time, unfortunately.
Exactly. Nick is telling people to stay off his patch. He's warning everyone off, you tat weasels. Southwest Seller says it's Friday night, comedy night. We hope you do get more than just comedy, but we're quite cool with comedy as well.
Yeah, we don't mind a bit of comedy.
Sib says the North has been left unguarded. There's plenty
there's
of
plenty
resellers
of
up there.
up
Yeah,
north.
exactly.
Don't think it's unguarded.
Happy Chap says, is that a camera in the back of your car, top left by Z's head?
No, it's the seatbelt. It
Probably a
pulls down. It's the
seatbelt or
middle one that
something.
goes across.
Yeah, it's just a seatbelt. Jason says, your landlord sounds great. You should get them doing some listing for you. They are just, they're fantastic. Yeah, we've got nothing else that we can say.
Can't complain at all.
Winter's coming. The North is undefended. Says Southwest Sellers there. I'm heading to Z's match while he's down here. LGG, bring back crotch coffee cans. Darren's boasting that he did go to Nick's patch and did live to tell the tale.
Yes.
The hills.
I think when Darren went to Nick's patch,
Nick was actually raiding Darren's patch anyway. It's quite funny. This is the first time I've made it to your Chinwag live, says the Hillsman. I normally watch it at 2 a.m. whilst listing.
Oh, wow.
Wowza, that is pretty epic. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Aidan, Aziz is a wet patch since the leak, says, will you take Very funny. I hope it's actually going to dry out nicely. There's just a bit of
Yeah,
decorating,
yeah,
but we're good.
yeah.
Zahir, have you ever thought of buying stock from Alibaba? Asked Aidan Sinclair. It's not. I've dabbled in the past and it didn't work out.
It didn't.
Yeah. What happened was I can't remember now. A year or two ago.
It was
Yeah.
really, really early.
It was on a whim. It was kind of on a whim, and it wasn't researched, so you could actually take it as a good cautionary tale.
Yeah.
I ordered a bunch of if you guys have ever seen these things called any sharp knife sharpeners, they've got this suction cup design, and you stick it onto like your worktop, and you draw
And
your
it
knife through
and
it.
it clips down onto your
Yeah.
work surface, so
Yeah.
it won't move anywhere.
Exactly. And I saw people
Yeah.
were selling them on eBay, etc. And I thought, wow, if I get a bunch of these in, that'd be great to get them in cheap. And I think I bought about 100 or something, or 150, something like that. 100 or 150, I can't remember. And it cost me with all the fees and everything about 150 quid. So I was in them for just over £1 an item, and I thought I could get rid of these no problem, like even a five or a pop or whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as I listed them, I got a message from any shop saying that design,
Yeah, you
anything
gotta take
remote,
it down.
and I had to take it down. I was gutted. The packaging was also really wafer thin,
Yeah.
poor. I didn't feel there were spelling mistakes on the paperwork,
There were.
so I didn't feel like I could send it to Amazon or anything.
No.
It was tacky. And then you looked at them closely. They worked. I tested one out, but they looked wonky, and I ended up selling them locally on Facebook.
Yeah,
I still
I
think I
think
made
you
my
got-
money back, or just
Yeah.
under. I think I took, because I just got
Yeah.
someone who came and took the lot, and they were probably going to boot fare them. Ideally, if we
If
boot
we had
sold,
been doing that at the time, we probably would have done that.
if we were doing boot sales, I think we would have taken them to boot sales and flogged them there, and I think we would have gotten 2-3 quid a
Yeah.
pop and made some profit, no problem. But because I didn't do boot sales, it was just
It was a case of you advertised on Facebook,
Exactly.
and someone come and picked them up.
Stella Reeds has a question. If you buy a bundle or a lot of something, e.g. £100 for 10 things, do you count that as £10 each? Or if the first thing sells for 100, do you count the other 9 things as owing you nothing? Yeah, pretty much the second of the two, I'd work it out. I mean, you actually work it out
do
like
it
2 per item, whereas
we do it differently. Like, so
Yeah.
on his store, he will do it
Yeah.
like that way. Whereas if I've bought something in a job lot, I will work out how much I've got in each item, basically.
yeah, exactly.
And it kind of works out well for me in that way, because especially if it's clothing or any like costume jewelry, what I tend to do is I will list it, have best offer on, and then I'm more willing to actually accept a best offer because I know I've only got, say, 25p or 30p in this. So yeah.
Exactly. Loco family says, hi guys, just joined, thank you for joining us, really appreciate it. Southwest Sellers asked, what did the landlord say when the police turned up? They didn't actually ask, even though we probably knew that they knew about it. We mentioned,
You did mention
we explained
it, didn't
to
you?
them what happened.
They
were cool. They were like, it's
yeah.
your business, they're
They're like,
fine.
it's fine.
Okay. Tiali, hi Zahir, question, what is your eBay page to see your items for sale and get an idea what to pick up? My eBay page is called Rap God FTW, so if you can check it out, most people probably, I've got a lot of people following it.
Yeah.
Nick says, I doubt you would lose drafts when upgrading, but safe to check. Yeah, we're quite behind the chat, let's get up to date. Ryan says, yeah, when I went to get a mortgage, they went through my last 3 years' earning just to check out the pattern of my income. Yeah, lucky no naughty purchases on there. Yeah, okay. Hildeman says, I got a Tassimo machine in a charity shop for a tenner. Could be a good deal, could be, depending on the brand of it, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, Beaknook, I know Clash when Cora/Helen live stream. We didn't mean to. We normally just go live at this time on a Friday, so we didn't mean to do that. There was no intentional clash there. Let's have a look in the chat. Nick says, you get what you pay for with that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess if you're talking about those knife sharpeners,
Yeah.
Pete's
Definitely.
Retro Collectibles says, I had those knife sharpeners, but they're over 1 inch, so they cost too much for postage. Boot sales would be okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true. Did you get any import tax on the stock, Z? Yeah, Nick, they were so dodgy. They said to me, do you want us to mark it as a gift or something? Or no, to lower the value. They said we can put it through as like 10 or 20 pounds value. And I was like, I read up on the implications of that, and you can't do that. You can't actually do that because you'd be responsible. So I was like, yeah, I paid. So it was, you know, with everything in it, was just £1 something per piece. Assistant in charity shop shouting into the back room, how much are these big CD things? I had 2 vinyl albums. I must be getting old, says Malinky. That is quite funny. Sibk says, I'm with Beck. I split job lots and give an average price.
Yeah.
Nick says, Alibaba is international. Oh, he's explaining what that is. Yeah. Okay. Richard Payne says, last day at my full-time job today after I resigned last Friday, taking a week, maybe 2, then we'll be reselling full-time. Well, you know, wishing you the absolute best.
Good luck with
it's
that.
rewarding, if
It
not
is.
stressful, but, you know, it is definitely rewarding. But yeah, congratulations.
There are definitely highs and lows with it.
Yeah.
But it's I personally I think it's well worth.
Yeah. Okay.
Well worth the lows, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be. It's definitely well worth all the stress.
Yeah.
Definitely. Lisa asked, "Was the shop again?" Yeah, it's Rap God FTW. I feel
Yeah.
silly saying it,
Rap
but I was
God
listening to Rap God a lot by Eminem,
FTW,
and
yeah.
it shows it. I don't know why. It's not. Yeah.
It's Rap God
Okay.
for the win.
For the
isn't
win,
it?
yeah. We've got some more items to
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
We're gonna get
yeah,
back on
yeah.
showing a few more
So-
things. We haven't done tons of shopping, but we thought, you know,
Yeah. So
we're not doing too badly here. I don't think
I
we're doing too
quite-
badly here. Are we, people-wise?
We're okay at the
Yeah.
moment, as long as they don't shut that gate and we get locked in here. We're okay.
Yeah, if they shut the
We're
gate,
okay.
yeah, we might have to move. if they
Right,
wanna
so
shut the gate, yeah.
this is
Yeah.
a lovely Marks and Spencer's. Well, it's vintage Marks and Spencer's because it's St Michael
Yeah.
tag. I don't know if that's going to show up very well. It's rayon satin and it's made in Italy. I paid £1.50 for it.
Yeah. Rayon is quite a vintagey material or not? Or do they still use
Yeah,
rayon?
I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
that it's used
Yeah.
that often.
So
now.
rayon and satin and made in
Yeah.
Italy should
Now,
be
it
good.
does
Yeah.
have, I think this one has a few little pulls in it. I don't know if it's going to show up. There we go.
Yeah.
Around there somewhere.
Yeah.
It does have a few little pulls, but I'll just describe that. I will probably be pricing it at about £9 to
Yeah.
£15.
Well, the weird thing is you saw the
I've seen
completed listings
Yeah.
and they've not been great, have they?
Mhm.
They've been quite terrible.
Yeah.
But
I'm still going to price it at that because I've sold like unbranded ones
Yeah.
for like £6-7 in scarves, so I will aim a bit higher for that, definitely. Sorry, there was
Yeah.
a car coming towards us.
Oh my
That
God,
just
it's a car
distracted
coming,
me.
yeah.
It
Oh
just
God,
completely
yeah.
distracted me.
Are they
for a
turning around? Are they
second.
blocking us or
Yeah,
something?
no, they're turning around. I
Okay.
think they're facing the
Jesus
other way.
Christ,
They're probably wondering
yeah.
what we're doing.
Help.
Right,
Help,
so,
yeah.
so that was a scarf.
Okay, what else?
And
What else is it?
then
Oh, Lisa says rayon is called viscose. So,
yeah,
okay.
I'd wondered because like when you search into Google, I think viscose is
comes
the
with
one,
viscose.
is the other
Okay,
one that
so they were
comes
just
up.
more described
So,
as
yeah,
viscose now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Softer material,
Oh, is there more
don't go
people
in.
coming? I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
freaked out here, hon.
Oh, it's fine.
What are they doing?
It's
What
fine.
did they have to come here for? Well, why
They've
are we
gone
here?
now. They've,
Oh, they've
turned
gone?
around. Yeah. like,
Okay,
they've
is the
gone.
gate still
Like-
open?
No, it's
No, it's not a live
It's not a live
carjacking.
carjacking. We've locked the doors.
Yeah, we've locked the doors. It's really, yeah, we feel a bit awkward, but we're doing our best.
Right, shall
Okay.
we show? Shall we
Oh,
show these things?
yeah.
Yeah.
Check these out.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. This is a wrestling figure from Mattel. We did pay £2, so
Mm-hmm.
it's way more than I would have liked.
Yeah.
See, the big wuss says Larry, and Jason says, "Quick, Beck, act normal." Yeah, act normal. We had to play. Let's pretend we're playing wrestling.
We're playing
Yeah. Bray Wyatt, says David McGregor. Yeah,
okay.
£2 is too much for these, but I can't say no to wrestling figures, especially by Mattel.
Yeah.
So pay £2 for that. This one's better.
This one.
Yeah, oh, this is epic. This one's better because this is an elite figure. This is Triple H. He's missing his t-shirt and he's missing his sledgehammer. Thanks to everyone in the chat. David McGregor and Barry Francis telling me it's Bray Wyatt, the other guy. But yeah, this is an elite, so it's so cool. He normally has a t-shirt and a sledgehammer, and he's got his short hair. This is Triple H. So again, £2 for him.
Yep. And
Yeah.
he's my favourite,
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
He's the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sell him.
Yeah. You shouldn't want to sell him. I sold one which had tassels on his arms and his knee pads.
He was a really cool one as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Nick's saying playing wrestling in the car in the bushes whilst filming yourselves. Yeah, I know. That's so weird. We didn't know how we were going to do it, but we were like, no, we're not going to miss it because we haven't missed the show.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah. The hyper picker says it's hard to say no to your own niche items when you see them there. Yeah. It was just too epic to leave. I love Mattel wrestling figures, so yeah, I was always gonna pick them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Loco family says, hi, sorry to ask again, but just got into this game. Why did Z have the police turn up?
It's quite funny.
We'll explain it later. We'll just carry on showing.
We'll finish showing you what we've got, and then we'll go back to that story, right?
Yeah.
I picked this. It's a jelly cat. It's got its tag, although the tag is a little bit worn. It is called I Am a Blooming Babe. And it's only a small little jelly cat thingy.
Yeah.
And I paid 50p.
And they sell for about...
Well, I've seen one listed for about $9.99, but I'm going to have to check the sizes because I'm not sure whether it's a bigger doll than this one. So either way, I'm pretty happy because
for 50p with tags,
I know I can make money on
exactly.
it. So, yeah. I think I've only got 2 more items.
Yeah,
actually.
show them.
Do you want me to just finish?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Now, this is
scarf.
This is again another scarf.
It's quite a nice colour though because it's red.
Yeah, it's a really nice colour. There are a couple of little balls in it again. It's the same. It's a St Michael, so vintage. Marks and Spencer. My mind went blank. Sorry.
Yeah.
Again, made in Italy, and the rayon satin thing.
Yeah.
Paid £1.50 again for this. See, we went back to the same charity shop today.
Exactly.
And I picked that one up yesterday, and then I must have missed this one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how can I miss that?
Sometimes it happens though, doesn't it? Sometimes you don't pick things like that up.
So, managed to pick it up today.
Can I just say, Nick's spreading misinformation. The police didn't come around because of dodgy behaviour while in the car hiding in the bushes.
Nick.
I bought an ex-Met Police stab vest from an auction.
Yes.
And they wanted their property back. That's all
Basically.
it was. Yeah, someone had reported the listing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The auction should not have sold police property, or more to the point,
Well,
the police officer should never have passed
it's
his
the
property
person
on.
that originally owned the stab vest that is actually more likely to be in trouble.
Yeah. They came over because they said they'd been reported that you had a Met stab vest for sale. I said yes, and they asked if they could have it, and because I was like, yeah, just take it. I'm not gonna fight them for it or anything.
Yeah.
Nick says his version of events is funnier.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it was
embarrassing.
It was slightly embarrassing because we had
just
only
moved in.
Moved in.
We just moved in,
and
so,
where we've moved to is very, very quiet.
Everyone knows, yeah.
Everyone
so
knows.
Imagine the police
business.
turning up 3 weeks.
Having the police knock at your door.
Yeah, the local.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Apparently, they were talking about it down the wheat sheaf. So,
but hey, there you go. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so I paid £1.50 for the scarf. Last item.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Cruella
de Vil, isn't it? Isn't it?
No, it's
Evil
the
stepmom.
Well,
mermaid, evil stepmom. What?
Yeah, there's the mermaid.
There's a number of people in here. Number of evil ladies.
Villains.
Yeah, villains. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Disneyland Paris. It's
black t-shirt.
Yeah.
Size small.
No, it's not small.
No.
It's a double XL.
Oh, double XL. Okay. So nice little t-shirt there for £1.
Yeah, £1. Yeah,
£1. So that should go for good money.
So that is what we picked up so far from the charity shop.
Yeah. T. Ali asks, high question on the return policy. Do you add any additional return policy details or just choose return within 14 days by paste postage? We've just got ours on the normal one, which is, well, we've got 30 days.
We offer 30-day returns.
And by paste postage when it's a change of mind. What you'll find is a lot of times buyers will often choose item not as described instead of just accepting that they've changed their mind. And the reason for that is if they say that they've the item wasn't as described, they don't have to pay return postage.
Don't say that, Nick.
Floods, police, stab vest, perfect tenant, says Malinky. What does he say? I reckon landlord is so nice because he thinks you're gangsters. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't pass myself off as a gangster, really.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
Loco says, thanks guys for answering. You're great. Keep up the good work. Really appreciate that comment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you guys relisting every 30 days or good till cancelled, says Ryan. We do 10 days.
Yeah, I was doing 30 days.
Yeah.
I was on a basic store. I've
Yeah.
actually just recently gone up to the featured store because I was finding that I was spending too much on listing my items.
Because you've gone up to like 400 listings
I've
already,
got,
so...
Well, I'm just under that now because I've had a few ends and stuff like that. So yeah, but now I'm actually
just
using
10
the
days.
listings as doing 10 days and hoping that that's going to give...
At the moment, it's a bigger chunk of the profits because
Yeah.
obviously you're selling slightly lower value items.
Exactly.
But by putting them on 10 days, I think you're going to get more sales,
Well,
and
yeah.
you've noticed already, haven't
Yeah, I
you?
mean,
So
before we had gone away, I was getting a sale every day,
Yeah,
and
so-
it's kind of stopped at the moment because obviously our handling time is a lot longer. But yeah.
I do 10 days as well. The only items that we have on good till cancelled are those that we've got multiples of.
Yeah.
I think that's how you're meant to use
Yeah.
good till cancelled, really.
Yeah.
Hide the plants that look like tomatoes, but they have a funny smell, says Southwest Sellers. Yeah, okay. And Sib says, yeah, we're in the middle of a bank robbery, just killing time whilst the kids rob the bank. Yeah, you've got them trained well. We're not that bad, guys, on this. I think we're building there's a bit of misinformation in the chat. We're not that terrible. And yeah, you wouldn't use this car as a getaway car, honestly. I'd be worried. I hope I haven't got the lights turned on. That'd be so terrible. Okay.
You haven't turned them on, have you?
Nick says, 10-day cycles works for us as well. Cost more, but get more cycles. Get more sales. Definitely, we've noticed that since going on there. It makes a lot of sense to do that. It just it keeps things turning over, and plus you get more chances to look at your listings and things like that. In terms of sales, it's been a bit quiet. Luckily, we've had a nice little sale come through today, which was good.
Yeah, that was nice.
Even though we've changed our handling time. This is something that you guys probably already know, but definitely worth when you're away for any period of time. It's better just to increase your handling time rather than just put it on holiday mode. Holiday mode on eBay won't change the expected delivery dates.
I mean, the thing is, that the sale that you had today, they actually paid for next day delivery, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then you just sent them a message today and just said, look, I see you've paid next day delivery.
Exactly.
I am away at the moment.
Is it okay? Did you see the expected delivery date? And the guy was like super cool about it.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing I saw. It was like a Flutter wow tester.
Yeah.
It tests like noise and distortion on tape heads on audio cassettes. No, that's what it does. But I don't know what wow stands for. But yeah.
Yeah.
It does that. Richard Payne says I use good till cancel for multiple listings only. That's right. Paul Mosley is saying, who was that who just appeared through the back window? Yeah, I can see the back window. I'm not falling for that. So yeah, that's fine. And Beak Nuke is shocked that I'm not red.
Yes.
Barry says, yeah, it's the new foundation. Yeah, it's not foundation. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I think the lighting must be terrible in the house. Yeah. So we're going to just change that. Other than that, I don't think we've had any issues.
No, I don't think we've had any issues.
With no returns or anything that I can think of. Nothing.
The update to the PAT test return that we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
We still haven't heard anything, so we are assuming that he's going to keep the item.
Yeah. So that's working okay.
Yeah.
Then. We're kind of. I think the break has done us good.
It has.
Hasn't it? Even though we left a pretty stressful situation with the house being flooded.
I think it's because
yeah.
our landlord has actually kept us really
Yeah.
at ease. He's kept in contact with us.
He let us know what the fixes
So
he'd done, and
much.
he's popping in. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've actually had a chance to get away and relax.
Yeah.
Rather than to be stressing. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
So and I think it's just going to dry out now. So
yeah,
luckily
we're just waiting for it to dry out, and then what will happen is they're gonna plan on redecorating
No, it wasn't.
the front.
Sorry, guys. I think flood is the wrong word.
Yeah,
Beak
no,
Nuke
it was more like
and
a
Heather.
burst pipe.
It was a burst pipe. Yeah, it was a leak, a big leak, mega leak, and there was massive damage from water. But yeah, our stock is okay. Stock was okay.
Not,
yeah. Yeah, it wasn't affected, but there was a lot of damage to the walls and things like that. Yeah. I mean, thanks, guys. Really
and
appreciate the concern in the chat. Yeah, it was the flooring and the electricals. You turn the lights on, and it's just going bzz, 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 like in a horror movie. So this is an interesting thing actually with the stock. Our initial thought was, oh my god, we shouldn't have our stock. We shouldn't have our stock in the house. I've taken a video of it. I might share it to Instagram or something.
Yeah, we might share the video.
I don't know, but we've got.
But the video is pretty dark because obviously the lights were off because it did happen at night time. So and we had to the the fuse box, isn't it? It kind of flipped the switch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, we did actually look into having stock off site. When it happened that evening, you worry because you're like, it doesn't take much for you to get wiped out. Ruth Miller asks, is your stock insured? This is the issue. Because it's like second-hand stock, and we're running like a business from a domestic property. You're not going to get any insurance.
Anyone that's going to insure
you're not going to get any proper, or if you do get insurance, the chances are when it comes to paying out on it, you're going to struggle to get some value. And then you've got the same issue if you were to get a unit with insurance, because you're going to then need to show proof of
what you've
paid for the items and what and that's obviously not reflective of the value of the items.
No. So I mean that. Even if you're able to prove what you've paid for it, it's not necessarily going to be what you can sell it for.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I mean, if anyone knows of insurance that they're 100% certain will pay out, because when you take insurance out, they're all too quick to sign you up, aren't they? But when it comes to claiming on it is when you find out whether your policy is valid. So there's a bit of a worry there. And when we add it all up in our heads and we're like, okay, the cost of a unit, the cost of insuring the unit, and still you're not actually certain that it's going to pay off, then you think, I'm happier that way. I'm happier
we'll definitely look at things in a little bit more detail, but But we'll have to see.
We'll have to look into that. It'll be interesting to know whether any of you guys have got, insurance that you're happy with. Okay. Barry says, have you been checking yourselves while you're away, or just going back to hopefully a surprise of lots of orders? We don't get lots of orders, so we just check ourselves every day. So we've got our phones, we've still been checking. Okay, can you imagine if all that craft tool stock got destroyed? Well, that's the thing. It was definitely a worry. But I don't know. I mean, Sib K says, I signed up with Bradford and Bingley Insurance and found out they don't insure your freaking laptop for accidental damage. RIP MacBook Pro. See, there's so many loopholes when it comes to, especially secondhand, because we don't have official invoices for what you paid and whatnot, and it just, I don't know, it's
if you go to charity shops, you're going to have your charity shop receipt. Auctions, if you go to auctions, you'll have your invoice from that. But,
my unit was optional insurance, says Big Nuke, because you also consider that what you store in the unit might cause a fire. I mean, that's the thing. It's
It's something we're going to have to look into.
Yeah,
in
we're
more
going to look
detail.
into.
We're-
Lisa
yeah.
Shelley says we self-insuring that we have saved equivalent to the value of a year's spending. See, that's what I think
what
is.
I
yeah.
like, yeah, and that's probably similar to what we've been discussing
Yeah.
as well. Is like actually we need to make sure that we've got enough money set aside so that if the worst was to happen, we could start up again.
And so that's the key, is having enough money to go out and get an inventory again.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got enough money to do that, because you sometimes you're working on pretty good margins on some of this stuff. Some of it obviously not so much because you're maybe buying from auctions and whatnot, but still, Okay, any more comments in the chat? Yes, Sib says, yes, so many loopholes. My MacBook Pro was my own and new, but still not covered. See, that's just
Yeah,
off-putting, isn't
that
it? I
is.
mean, that's exactly when you'd want the insurance to kick in for you, and then it lets you down like that. I think that's not cool. Smart Reselling, Darren says, you're only covered if you use the address on their PayPal. In answer to Peter's question. Okay, or comment. Yeah, you'll only get the purchase prices for the lost stock no matter what. Better off just keeping back what the premiums would do as a rainy day fund. See, that's the thing. But it does make you realise how vulnerable we are as resellers
does,
sometimes.
yeah.
Because you never think. I tell you what, it was the last thing we would have ever said when we were stood in the kitchen that there's.
We were just
Yeah.
casually just
You wouldn't-
chatting,
yeah.
washing up, and just
And
going,
suddenly the amount of water was insane. It was just,
Yeah.
and the funny
it's
thing, well, not
horrible.
funny, but one of the horrible things was when the landlady was at the door, there was a pop and the water pressure had bulged behind the wallpaper,
Wallpaper
and it spewed out
Yeah.
because it ripped
Yeah.
through. It was just terrible. So it was just one of those things, really. Okay, let's see what other comments there are. Will you take less? Should we have in our listings and only to ship to the PayPal address? Will you take less? Ideally, yes. You should only be shipping to the PayPal address, really. Yeah. CS are in business premises, so it might be different for them, says Sib K. Yeah, it's true. I mean, being a domestic premises will affect the insurance, I think, but I'm not sure. Okay. I think that is all, really, guys. Also, charity shops don't pay for their stocks. There's no original purchase price because they're donations. I was talk about what happens with charity shops as well. Yeah, I mean, they do have different rules. It's just the way it is, really, I think. Just nothing you can do. But yeah, it's been an eventful week. We're still enjoying ourselves down here. The weather is amazing. We really appreciate everyone popping in. I think we're going to probably sign off a bit shorter
earlier than normal,
because we
yeah.
don't have as much prep done in terms of.
We don't. We haven't gone through our figures properly.
There probably aren't any figures this week. When we like I said, we had a nice sale today, a couple of sales. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've just been enjoying ourselves. Our stores are on the extended time. We're looking forward to getting back into it when we get back home. But hopefully we'll have a nice boot fair haul tomorrow and then drive home happy.
Exactly.
So thank you everybody for joining us. This means so much to us, guys. It really does. That's why we took the time to come out and still do this. Because you guys are just epic.
Even if we're sat in a car.
Yeah, even if we're sat in the car. And worried. It looks so shady.
It
but
does
still.
look a bit shady, but hey.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Lisa Fenn, that's very kind of you. We love you guys too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for smashing the like button. We are going to sign off. Have a good evening, guys. Remember, guys, obviously Nick and Andrew are going to have their chat on Sunday. We'll be looking forward to that as well. So make sure you tune in. I'm sure everyone does. But thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you.